Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we will be talking about list comprehension, set comprehension, and dictionary comprehension. Those are very useful features in Python that could help you save a lot of time. So basically, list comprehension allows you to do in just one line what you used to do in 3 or 4 lines of code. Okay, so let's say we have a list of a bunch of numbers. So if we want to create another list or a copy of this list, we can say second list, where we can just say second list equal the first one, so equals numbers. Well, if we print second list, right, so we just create a copy of the second list. Yeah. So what about if we want to add a number in the second list? So let's say we add 500. So this time we are going to print numbers, the first list, so we can compare them. Oops, what happened? So as you can see, when we add the number in the second list, the original list get also updated. So what we do here is not really a real copy of the original list. So we create a reference or a pointer to the original list. So second list is a reference or a pointer of the original list. So if we want to create a separate copy of the original list, we have to use some other method. Okay, so what we used to do, so we used to start by create an empty list, okay, and we look through the original list and take each numbers one by one and put it in the second list. So we do it like this: for num and numbers. Okay, so we said that second list that append num. All right, so now if we print second list, you can see we create a copy of the first list. So now let's test that. Let's try to add another numbers of the second list. All right, we add 600. Let's print it out. Well, we got the 600s added to the second list, but this time let's print the first list as well so we can compare them. All right, as you can see, the original list did not get modified, so we successfully create a separate copy of the list. So look at how many lines of code we use to accomplish just that. So with list comprehension, basically we can accomplish exactly the same thing with only one line of code. Okay, this is the list comprehension syntax. So basically we have the name of the new list, and we have item. This is the item you want to put in the new list, and the follow for item and the old list. The old list is the list that you are taking item from. Okay, so now let's see list comprehension in action. So I'm gonna delete all of this, and the name of the new list, which is second list, Okay, so we say num for num and numbers. Okay, point second list. Et voila. So we have a copy of the original list. So look, let's test to add another number. So let's add 800 and let's print the original list as well. Numbers. As you can see, we create a separate copy of the original list. Or we do that in one line. Okay, in one line. So what about if we don't want to take all the numbers? We want to specify some condition. So let's say we want to take all the even number. Okay, so we can do that too. So here, say that the name of the new list, item, for item in the old list, and if we can specify the condition, if item condition. Okay, so that's the syntax. So let's create another list. Okay, we said num for num and numbers, if num modular 2 equals 0. So basically we said that we're gonna take all the numbers on the original list and put them in the other list, but this time we're not gonna take all the numbers. We're gonna take only the ones that divided by 2 with a remainder of 0. That's exactly what the modular 2 equals 0 mean. Okay, so let's print it out. So this time let's print the other list. Voila. So you can see, so in our other list we only have the even numbers. Okay, so now what about if we want to do some calculation on the numbers before we put them in the second list? Okay, well, we can do that. All right, so we can say we're gonna multiply all the numbers by 5 before we add them in the second list. So now if we try to print the second list, as you can see, all the numbers from the original list get multiplied by 5 before they get added in the second list. So how you can see that all this operation can be done in one line of code. So that's why list comprehension is so useful. Okay, so that was the list comprehension. Now let's move on to set comprehension. Okay, so I'm gonna comment out all those code, get rid of this. So now let's see that we have our list of numbers, but as you can see, some of the numbers are duplicated. Okay, one of the features of a set does not allow to have duplicate elements in the set. Okay, so now we want to create another set with our numbers. So what can we do? Well, in the old way of doing it, what we can say new set equal set Okay, and we loop through all the numbers and add them to this set. Okay, we can set for num and numbers. Let's say if num is less than 10, let's say then 10, and we're gonna add it to the set. Add num. Okay, so now we can print the set. New set. Voila. So we have create a new set out of our list of numbers. Okay, so let's see how we can do that using set comprehension. Okay, I'm going to comment all those code out, and let's see the syntax. Okay, the syntax for this set is almost the same. So we have this the name of the new set, and this time we have curly braces. Okay, so for the list we have square bracket. So for the set we have curly braces. Okay, so we said for item, and the odd list. So basically we said that we're gonna take the item and the odd list and put it in the set. Okay, so let's see that in action. So we said that new set equal. So we have to use curly braces. Okay, we said num for num and numbers. If num modular 2 equal 0. So now we can print our set. You can see we get exactly the same result. So we accomplished that in only one line of code. Okay, so that was set comprehension. So now we're gonna move. Here we have a dictionary of students with their grade. So the student name is the key and the grade is the value. So now let's say we want to create another dictionary with all the students who has a passing grade. Okay, so let's say that in order to have a passing grade, you need to have a grade higher than 50. Okay, so first of all, we will do it the old way of doing it, and after that we will see how we can do it using dictionary comprehension. Okay, so we need to start by creating a new dictionary. So we're gonna call it passing dictionary. Wait, we're gonna call it passing grade. Okay, equal curly braces. So now for students, and grade and student grades dot item. Okay, if grade is higher than 50, then in this case we are going to add the student in the new dictionary. Okay, so now let's print the new dictionary. Yeah, so now we create a new dictionary with all the students who has a passing grade, so which means a grade higher than 50. So we see we have 4 lines of code. Okay, so now let's see how we do it with list comprehension. Okay, I'm going to comment out all of those. Okay, let's comment them out. Well, the dictionary comprehension syntax is similar to the list or set comprehension. So the difference is, so you start with the name of the new dictionary. Okay, equal. So now we have to use curly braces. Okay, so now we have to say student. All right, c'est key value pair and grade for student and grade and student grade dot items if grade is higher than 50. Okay, so now you can see we managed to accomplish the same thing with only 1 line of code. Okay, so now let's say that for all the students who has a higher grade or who has a passing grade, we want to add 10 to their grade. Okay, so we can do that. Okay, we can do that. We can just say here grade plus 10. Yeah, so now if we print it out, now you can see all of the grades we managed to add 10 points on each student grade. Okay, here you go. That was list comprehension, set comprehension, and dictionary comprehension. Okay, thank you for watching and stay tuned for new videos, and see you in the next one.